first down. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he took...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw here. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's out right at the 25. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Steps away to his left. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the... Yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Finding room at the 30. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase it or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's complete to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Cincinnati. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Oh.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bengals 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a gain of... about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Jackson will keep it, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's brought down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here we go. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. That's caught left side by Hardman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Forced out to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase there to make the grab. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A big play there on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 71 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down now, Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he'll take this one down near the 15. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Throwing now is Jackson. Being chased out left. The 20, 10, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the keeper.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. This one, certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and